Incredible racing at Jacksonville, plus details on dirt late model drivers off tours, and a big change for a championship contender. Let's go. It's Thursday, May 2nd. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. It's a big sprint car weekend at Eldora Speedway with Let's Race 2 getting rolling tomorrow night. We'll see the World of Outlaws and USAC in action at the Big E. And for those of you headed to Eldora, that means another opportunity to visit our friends at the Whistle Stop Bar and Grill. It's located just 7 miles south of the track in Ansonia, Ohio. Don't forget also, they have a sister business located in downtown Greenville, Ohio called Sure Shot Tap House. Sure Shot Tap House is a 46-tap self-pour facility featuring domestic and craft beers, ciders, seltzers, bourbons, and wines. They also have a self-serve cocktail machine that complements their amazing food menu. Venture upstairs to the Bullseye Game Lounge, which boasts duckpin bowling as well as 24 arcade games, making Sure Shot the ultimate destination to eat, drink, and play all under one roof. New this year, they will be running buses from Eldora to Sure Shot on the Fridays of all major events. You can get on the bus at the track, go straight to Sure Shot. And the trip includes a buffet, a $15 pour card, a swag bag, and much more. Visit SureShotTapHouse.com/events for more information on this great trip. Thanks to the Whistle Stop and Sure Shot Tap House for their support of the Daily Show. I'm not really even sure where to start today, as there is a lot to get to from yesterday, including late model news, the Outlaws at Jacksonville, and more. But I guess we'll just start with last night's racing. I figured we'd have a healthy field at Jacksonville, but I'm not sure I expected 56 cars. Very solid for a Wednesday night, and things were definitely boosted by the high-limit rainout at 81 Speedway. Several high-limit teams made the tow, including Kyle Larson, Corey Day, James McFadden, Brenham Crouch, Brad Sweet, and Parker Price Miller. I did not expect that. We also had some other NASCAR drivers in the field, including Chase Briscoe and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and the sold-out crowd in attendance got their money's worth. We had a non-stop 35-lap feature that saw furious action through lap traffic. Kyle Larson led the most laps, but it was David Gravel earning win number 4 on the season. Gravel at one point was as low as 5th, but battled all the way back into the fight, and then Gravel and Larson went to war the final few laps through traffic, and ultimately it was the big game 2 coming out on top. It was the first time we'd seen Larson in contention in a while. Those guys have definitely been struggling as of late, but Gravel made some incredible moves down the stretch. Great track, great racing for sure. Behind the top 2, Buddy Kofoid settled for 3rd after starting on the pole. Carson Macedo was 4th and Corey Day 5th. Gravel did extend his championship lead over Donnie Schatz, and Macedo is now up to 4th around Schuchart. Logan Schuchart still doesn't have a podium finish this season. Next up for the World of Outlaws is those 2 nights at Eldora Speedway, Friday and Saturday. As I mentioned in the open, this is Let's Race 2 weekend, which will also feature the USAC National Sprint Cars. Hopefully, Mother Nature plays nice. Before we move on to some late model news, Dirt Tracker hats are back in stock at shop.dirtracker.com. If they haven't sold out by the time I get this show uploaded, there are 2 colors. There is a charcoal color like this and the white. And these are performance-style Richardson snapbacks. They're kind of a breathable fabric, a little stretchy. They are snapbacks, like I said, so they are adjustable. They feature the Your Daily Dose of Dirt logo. It's a rubber patch. If you ordered yesterday, all of those are already shipped out today. You can grab one of the new hats with a sticker or 2. Obviously, there's 2 different sticker options right now, and I do still have just a few t-shirts left in size large. Hat stock is limited, so act fast over at shop.dirtracker.com. And I know when you look at the sticker on the top or on the bill there, it says that they're size small. I don't really know why it says that. I wear a 7 1/8. In a fitted hat, if you talk about like a New Era hat, and this fits me just fine with, quite a few of the holes on the back. So if you have a smaller head, if you have a bigger head, I think they'll be fine. They're pretty stretchy as well. There are several notable late model news stories to talk about today, but we'll kick it off with some news that I don't think is even super public yet. I got word of this earlier this week and has been confirmed to me that crew chief Randall Edwards and Brandon Sheppard's B5 team have parted ways. Randall has not been with the team for the last few races they've appeared at. Sheppard is the current World of Outlaws Late Model Series points leader and has 2 wins and 27 top 10s in 34 races this season across the Outlaws and Lucas and more. Edwards joined up with B-Shep late in 2023, and he was there when Sheppard won the Dirt Track World Championship driving a car owned by Kevin Rumley. Things have ramped up significantly this year for the Sheppard Riggs racing team, as they are now the Longhorn factory team, and expectations were going to be very high. Supposedly, everything is amicable between the two sides here after the split. From my own perspective, I think this is a pretty incredible illustration of just how difficult dirt late model racing is at the moment. Sheppard is leading a championship and has been really consistent, but that team just hasn't quite had the pace, winning a bunch of races like we've seen from Ricky Thornton Jr. and Jonathan Davenport and Bobby Pierce. So now they've made a change. At the moment, the team has not brought in a replacement, instead choosing to stick with the crew they have in place. We'll see how they do this weekend at Mississippi Thunder with big money up for grabs with the Outlaws. On the Lucas side, we've had a few drivers drop off the tour, with one high-profile one happening yesterday. Instead of heading to Ponderosa and Florence this weekend, Tyler Erb and Best will be in action with the World of Outlaws. This move ends a 5-year run on tour for Erb, and the Best car has been out with Lucas since 2016. Hasn't been easy for Erb the last few seasons, including an 8th place run last year, and then through 17 races in 2024, Erb is outside the Lucas top 10. This team was previously a perennial contender, including winning the championship in 2017 with Josh Richards. Pick and choose will be the name of the game going forward, and I bet we'll see Erb out a bunch with the Summer Nationals. That's a place where he's had plenty of success in the past. Also falling off the Lucas Tour before last weekend's races at Georgetown and Port Royal was Rookie of the Year contender Tony Jackson Jr. He's the driver of the Capital House car. Jackson was way down in the standings and without a top 10 finish through 15 races. His best run so far was a 16th at Alltech in February. Not sure where we'll see him next race. We also had a driver change announced yesterday, with Wil Herrington parting with ASD Motorsports. Herrington and ASD had planned on a full-time assault on the Hunt the Front Tour, but that is now over. Herrington currently 10th in the Hunt the Front standings. He'll go pick and choose in his family super late model, plus he's going to add in some crate races, including this weekend at Swainsboro. ASD will likely still be at the Hunt the Front shows this weekend in the Carolinas with John Henderson in their 2X. As expected, that Hunt the Front field continuing to thin out a bit. As stacked as it started out, it was going to be tough for all of these teams to stay committed all season. Looking around the country, lots of dirt racing on the schedule for Friday and Saturday. Besides the Outlaws and USAC at Eldora, High Limit has 2 nights at Lakeside on tap. Friday will be 10,000 to win. Saturday will feature 50,000 to win for the Kubota High Limit Sprint Car teams. Tyler Courtney still your championship leader there. The World of Outlaws late models have 2 nights coming up at Mississippi Thunder Speedway in Wisconsin. Remember, tonight is rained out. No racing at Mississippi Thunder tonight. Friday and Saturday still both on. Both will feature 25,000 to win shows. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the South for stops at Ponderosa and Florence. Those are 12,000 and 15,000 to win races. Ricky Thornton Jr. coming off the sweep last weekend. We've got a tight battle down through the points ongoing. And the Hunt the Front Series will be at Ultimate Motorsports Park Friday and Lancaster Speedway on Saturday. Brandon Overton will be looking to extend his championship advantage over Chris Ferguson and Joseph Joyner there. There are plenty of other options as well, including the IRA Sprint Cars. You got the Spring Nationals late models, and there's plenty of other local and regional action. Drop me a comment. Let me know your dirt racing plans for the next few days. That's it for the Daily Show this week. Big thanks to all of you for tuning in and your continued support of the show. Make sure to check out the streaming schedule at DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight for your viewing options the next few days. Hope you guys have a great Thursday out there. We'll see you right back here on Sunday.